cheaters, dude. There's a lot of cheaters, and what's happened recently is kind of crazy. A lot of people in pretty big clans, over the past like 2 weeks, have been banned. So you've seen some pretty like relatively known content creators, and like members of big clans starting to get banned here, and that's crazy. This is what I've realized. Even playing the past, like, Restoria long wipe, is you're up against people that have 20,000 hours, 15,000 hours, and they're using DMA and they're cheating, and there's nothing you can do about it. As of recently, some of these bans that you've seen in OT, some of these high level clans, I guess you can call that, play main servers, makes you realize that you're against stacked odds.
Alright, what's up, Gooners? Make sure, if you haven't seen my last video on this, watch it now. It's up at the time of uploading this, but they're probably going to try to take it down again. We'll get into that in a second. Same as last time, there's going to be a link in the description. It's a paste bin link. It'll have all their Steam 64 IDs, battle metrics, Archon tracking, and YouTube channels, all that stuff in the description. It's alongside a Google slide presentation that's got all types of diagrams and stuff like that. So with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. Alright, to summarize a little bit, I dropped this video showing that OT had harbored like over a dozen cheaters last year, and within like 20 minutes of it being up, the leader of the clan wrote this book under the video, and then like a minute later he sent me like this pretty unswell DM. 5 minutes later, both of them poofed out of existence, like it never even happened. And just to set the tone early, like I'll get into it more in depth in a second, but as you can see, like his whole claim is that he disassociates with these people when he finds out they're cheating, right? Like, ugh, cheaters. And since I dropped my last video, like this has been proven time and time again that this is just simply not true. One of the biggest examples is their own creator, a dude who's been in this group for like half a decade. He comes out and he says, yo, like I tried to warn him about these people. I literally warned them that they were cheating, and Dinling did nothing. Dinling and Tanza literally did nothing. He warned them 8 months ago. There's videos on their channels of him playing with this person from like 1 month ago. Yo, like, and somebody went to go like ask him like what was happening, and Tanza's like, oh, I don't even know. Who are you even talking about, dude? No idea. Who are these people even? I've never seen these people in my life. But thankfully he did remember to self-promo his most recent video where he's farming content while using cheaters. So yeah, of course, after he saw me trying to leak all this info, he tried to take me down with a copyright strike. And that's not a copyright claim, by the way. Like, the thing is just like, you can't make money off this video or whatever. He like tried to silence me for 90 days. I'm gonna throw it up on screen. We did this whole song and dance with this scary ass form and my info getting anyways. And he also destroyed the analytics on the video, just completely. Any chance of this thing going like doing OT numbers, ruined that instantly. And I honestly really want to know his angle, because then he sends me this shit like he's trying to like do me some type of favor or something. Like he's trying to take the stance of being like a bigger person or something by dropping the strike. And first of all, bro took down the copyright strike because he knew it would result in a false copyright claim. Like, let's just be honest here. Like, even in the clip he claimed, like, I was doing voiceovers and stuff. Nobody ever taught this dude about fair use. What the ham? Alright, anyways. And it's just like, yo, Dinling, if you want to send it through the system again, that's fine. Even if the worker comes in drunk and she fucking hits the ban spoon the goon button, it's fine. In 90 days, I'll re-upload that thing. But instead of using a clip from your own video, I'll throw up a screenshot with a timestamp. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do, bro. And just to elaborate on this further, like I saw all the responses and stuff from the last video, like people are trying to debate this and that, but the one thing everybody accepts is that Jitter at least is like a main OT player. Like he's been around in every single one of their wipes for whatever reason. And this Leviathan dude is the guy from the beginning of the video that Tacular was talking about. And Dinling is really trying to disassociate from these two people, because he knows if he's trying to like grasp onto the narrative that he disassociates from these people, these two are going to be a really bad time for him, because both of these guys have been banned on multiple different servers before their EAC ban. Like they were both of these people were banned on UKN. Both of these people were banned like the clan servers, like Vital Atlas, that type of shit. And he still continued to play with them up until their EAC ban. Continue on this in a second. I forgot to bring this up earlier, but the part that he copyright striked in my last video, he was trying to cover up the fact that I used his own video to show that he still played with these people. Dinling's own video. In one of his videos, you can see in the UI that he's still playing with one of those people I just talked about. It's like, what what are you doing, bro? And he's trying to, now if you go into his Discord, he's trying to disassociate and say that he's never played with these people, that he doesn't know nothing. I don't know nothing, didn't do nothing. It just makes me wonder what he's talking about when he says when he gets like evidence that they're cheating, he steps away from them or whatever. This Jitter guy that he's been playing with non-stop all last year, like he gets banned on UCAN for cheating. He's like, no, that's kind of weird, but you know, that I guess that's fine. And then he gets banned for cheating on Vital. And he's like, well, that surely that could happen. And then he gets banned on Atlas.
Come some motherfucking Atlas, bruh.
And he's still like, well, he's not, surely he's not cheating. And then the EAC bans him. And he's like, well, shit, like, what do I, the fucking anti-cheat swept them. What do I do? The point I'm trying to make here is this is the second person in this video that I've covered that it seems like he's trying his best to stay in contact with these people. Like, this person who's getting banned on every server he touches, like, Dinling's like, I need him. For some unknown reason, I cannot disclose. I need this person on my team. You can take those Steam 64 IDs and Archon tracking numbers and stuff, and you can find similar stories to this using the other members and stuff. But for the sake of time, we're moving on. It's time for Fancy Orb. Alright, I'm finna throw up his response on screen. It's kind of long. It's kind of, I don't know how to make this easier to read, but his how many we got here? He's like 5 claims here. I'll read them off one by one. First of all, he said it was lacking in evidence. Second of all, he said I didn't prove they were OT members. He said anyone can post a Steam account that's banned and say it was an OT member. Fourth of all, a lot of the people were not OT and weren't banned. And fifth, he said quote unquote, I'm sure there was a cheater that's been in OT. Let's just handle that one right off the bat. Brother, this isn't like a one-off case of one person crashing out and getting game banned. This is 6 people in 1 week. 13 in a year. That's a baker's dozen, bro. Like, they... Alright, anyways, we'll get into these points here. And I'm just gonna preface this with the fact in that last message, while defending him, he slipped in. By the way, I'm not defending them. It's like, dude, right below that message I just showed on the screen, somebody was like, well, here's the proof. Like, not somebody, the dude who made the proof's like, it's right here. And he goes, well, I don't want to click any of these links. He didn't even look at the evidence. He didn't even look at the pastebin or anything. And he's just reading the stuff that OT fed him to say, I'm guessing. Like, he just blindly defended them and then tried to follow it up with, I'm not defending them, but I'm just like, I honestly, like, I mean this in good faith. Maybe not. Alright, I get that you use them for content and want to keep doing tricks on the #1 team in Rust, but at least look at the fucking evidence. Like, what? There's a Google slide presentation, there's a pastebin, all this stuff, and now I gotta... You could have just looked at the evidence. Alright, anyways, he said the video is lacking in evidence. It's probably because he didn't understand the stuff that I put on the screen. I'll take a moment to educate if there's any natty pop in attendance, but these accounts that I listed, at least all of them included the Steam 64 ID and most of them with an Archon tracker as well. You can take that Steam 64 ID, plug it into a bunch of websites. It'll show all their history on Steam and shit. It'll show all their past names, all the everything. It shows everything about these people. The Archon number is how you track it on battle metrics, all this stuff. It was all collected by that guy on the last screen. His name is Tonix. His team is locked in with the Restoria, like the owner of Restoria, Mr. Ryan JD. And they used stuff like the Restoria team viewer, battle metrics, the fucking official OT Steam group, all these like triple, quadruple checks that they did to make sure that these are like real people. We didn't just take a random, did he say like random Steam profiles and put their name on it? It's like, and yeah, I kind of glazed over it, but like hearing it back, I feel like I gotta say this for the normal people in attendance that aren't like in the scene or whatever. Yeah, OT like actively used a Steam group and regularly like kept it updated with all their active members.
Whoops, dropped my AirPods. Thank God I didn't lose those AirPods.
For their base team, yeah, they have a base team.
Wow.
And it was like to authorize them on like turrets and like bag the right people and stuff, just so they know the exact people. They don't bag and off like random people. And this made it really easy for certain people in the community to track these people. Just if it didn't seem like they were guilty enough already, it's kind of weird putting this at the end of the video. But they deleted the Steam group after I dropped my video. Like the same day I dropped my video, they deleted the Steam group. And that Steam group's been around for years. Like, I've always seen that shit. I'm pretty sure that shit's been around since like 2017, 2018, and they fucking deleted it. And speaking of them trying to delete shit to hide evidence after all their members started getting banned, their monthly drama cord that had like 2,000 plus people in it, and I'm not even gonna try to explain that to the fucking normal people listening to this, but alright, monthly drama, it was probably the most poppin' Rust Discord out. Literally everybody in the clan scene was in that fucking thing. After all their members started getting banned, that shit fucking So yeah, hopefully that cleared up these two allegations or whatever. He also, what does he say here? I really can't bring myself to do the other two. Like, I can't even lie. If you want to believe that they're innocent, just say in your head they're innocent, and then boom, they're innocent. But like, if you have doubts, just use the info in the basement and stuff to do your own research. On to oil rats. So yeah, oil rats, he commented on it because people in his chat kept on bringing it up. He says it in this clip, and you guys hear that? It's a helicopter, dude. Whoa. Check. You guys hear that? Yeah, now that that's over with. Yeah, he brought it up on stream because people kept on bringing it up, and I'm not trying to spoil anything, but you know, of course he just blindly defends his content creation allies that he's affiliated with, just blindly. Who cares? No hesitation at all.
Okay, let's watch the video where the OT game bans. I've seen this now quite a few times. I don't know what that is.
He watches the first like 30 seconds in pure silence.
Goon the goon.
Hey, that's me. And by the way, there's no audio. He didn't play the audio. He just kind of says in silence. And once he sees these names, he just kind of gives up.
Bro, I mean, I don't need to keep watching that. I have not even seen any of these names before. Might be just some bozos who they wanna keep playing legit after old Rico. Who cares? Just because some bozos are getting like banned for cheating. Small birds doesn't mean the whole group is cheating. Thank.
Yeah, it just means that the group's been harboring cheaters to win wipes and to make content.
I've not seen a single of these names before.
And then to my knowledge, he stopped talking about it. I wasn't watching the stream when he did this, and I just got sent it. And I watched like a couple minutes later in the VOD, and he doesn't bring it up. And I think it's funny that people in the chat, one of them just says their band builder's name just randomly. And one of them says Copage, and then there's this one dude who's like, yo, they've been core members for like years. I'll talk about this right now. And I don't think I'm going to say anything really surprising here, but to my knowledge, has the Oil Rats ever played a wipe with OT? Like the real team, the non-like fancy orb content creator people? Like, I've only ever seen him playing with OT in events. Like on long, he's just splashing around somewhere in the water. He's not like with the actual team. I don't know. I just find it funny that all these OT affiliates just blindly protect their homie without even like this guy watched like 20 seconds. He's like, can't be real. I've never even heard of this. Alright, so yeah, in conclusion, OT uses cheaters to win their wipes and there's nothing you can do about it.